Hey, welcome to G.U.T.S podcast. It's Zano the Vision.
I'm in the motherfucking Houston Chronicle. My name is Space Viking.
Hey,
It's low-key.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Low-key as me. I'm sorry.
oh my God.
I guess who's not here? Andy didn't make it. Andy overslept.
Andy didn't make it. Andy didn't make it.
Andy, where the fuck you at, man? Hey,
Hold
if
up.
anybody sees Andy, tell him we waiting for him at the Cons off 290 in Tidwell. And then go and tell him to go in there, ask for the service manager named Randy. Andy and Randy, they should go together. And tell Randy, get his address, we go to his house and burn that motherfucker.
Hey.
That chick at Cons the other day, she was like, "Sir, you're 5 days late on your payment." And I was like, "I thought I had a 10-day grace period." And she's like, "No, there is no grace period."
She's a fucking lie.
And then she goes, "But," I go, "Yeah, the other is because I thought it takes 10 days and then they'll report it on the credit." She goes, "Well, yes." I go, "So I mean, it's like a grace period, right? 10 days?" And she was like fucking pissed. Anyways, I was like, "Yeah, so like a grace period." Anyways, this is about horror.
Yeah, there's a long drawn out feud between Guts Podcast and Cons.
Yeah, a long-standing feud. We owe Cons.
We go when we're not too far from Cons, so Cons better. Well, first of all, we're gonna pull up on Cons and start beating up employees. How about that?
Yeah, that the dude who sold us that bed, I'm gonna beat his.
Yeah. He
Wait,
gonna
we
wish
can't
he was
say
in a
that on
posturepedic mattress when we get
Then
through
this
with his
motherfucker's
ass.
gonna come up missing, and then they're gonna blame us.
Yeah, hey, edit all this out, man.
I'll tell you what, look.
We're gonna catch charges over this.
This is low-key as me, one Kent Joseph Duplantis. I am of sound body and mind. I am exerting myself from this conversation and the intentions implied in it.
Yeah.
So what were you guys saying?
Exactly. So,
Man, we just did a really, really dope interview
Dope interview
with Drew. How you say Drew's last name?
Marvick
Drew Marvick.
from Pool Party Massacre.
Dude made it, wrote it, created it.
Yeah, man, brought it to life and was in it. That's the perfect thing about it. He put all his like accolades in it, like pictures of himself.
Yeah,
He had his homeboys' names. That's perfect way to do a movie, man. I really
not just that, perfect way to do an interview too.
Yes.
Because he put all his homeboys on,
Yeah.
all his friends that he know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, he found a way to slip everybody in, man. It's really fucking cool.
Also the like you got to give it up for indie horror makers, man.
Yeah, man.
They're fighting a good fight, bro.
Without them, we wouldn't have literally 75% of the shit that we like.
Yeah, dude.
Without those dudes.
Well, think about that, man. He had $6,000 to make a movie that took
crazy.
6 months to make.
Yeah.
But what was dope?
And it was a good movie.
What was dope? What he was saying was it was filmed when it was cold, and then they come out the water and it was like July. Like that's awesome, man.
It's fucking cool shit, man. $6,000.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Nephews.
We got the nephews in the
Yeah,
back.
the nephews in the back. Say hi, nephews. You're welcome to the shit show.
We got to deal with.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about today? Crawl.
I saw about a third of it this morning.
You saw it on the bootleg?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cody, baby.
Y'all hear that, huh? He's bootlegging movies.
His
His name is Ken Duplantis. He's of sound mind.
Oh, shit.
And he watches bootleg movies.
And he wrecks pawn shops.
That he bought from the guy that hangs out in the corner right in front of Timmy Chance.
Yeah.
At 2502.
They call me Sizzle Tits.
So
they call him Sizzle Tits.
So we going with. Oh yeah.
Hey, y'all don't pay attention for podcast. Don't pay attention to the
So we going with. So what we getting on today? We talking about the good ass movie Crawl.
Dude. Yeah, let's break it down. So Crawl.
We did a guts factor on it.
Yeah, we did a guts factor. Go to our IG and check it out.
Yes.
Crawl is the story of
alligators
and the will and the want to survive. And so it starts the story off
in Florida.
The chick's on the swim team. There's a couple of nice glute shots.
Yes.
And she's, I guess they're setting it up that she can swim good. But she's in the zone and she's trying to I don't know what the fuck I'm even saying. But anyway, so she's on the swim
She's a beast
team.
of a swimmer.
She's a beast of a swimmer.
She was trying to qualify for her senior year or some shit, and I think she didn't make. She got beat out.
She was all in her head, and she was like in the zone.
She got beat up by a pube hair.
And she what was the what the fuck? What was the thing she said? She was like the thing she told herself. She was like,
did she call herself Lockjaw?
No. Lockjaw.
Call herself Lockjaw.
No. It'd be hard to understand because my jaw keep locking. No, I don't know. I forgot what I'm fucking saying. Anyways, so there's a hurricane, and her sister calls her, yo, hey, go check on Dad. I haven't heard from him, whatever. So she goes to one house. He's not there. Then she realizes he's at the other house they have.
The house they're supposed to sell.
All these rich people got all these houses in Florida. Right? And that was kind of the one part. I don't think they needed to go to two houses.
They should have just got straight to the house.
Gone right to the first house.
But I think what they was trying to do was, like, if you saw the trailer and you know when she went in that house, you're like, that man, that's not the house from the trailer. Yeah. So that's what I was like, this can't be the house. Because when she went in there, I'm like, none of the scene was a setting of what you saw in the trailer. So I knew, I'm kind of like, well, damn, what's finna be the long drop shit right now? And then she left to go to the other house, which made more sense when she pulled up there.
Yeah, also, so she had to, like, drive through that bootleg.
Yeah.
Like, her homeboy was running the cross-check stop. He was the police. And she kind of had to okey doke him.
Yeah, because he said you can't go that way, it's flooded, which is understandable.
She makes an illegal turn
and goes anyway
to a quarantine zone because it's been evacuated for the hurricane. So the story is set in a hurricane. Then she goes to find her dad and finds out he's been attacked by a gator. He's under the house in a safe space between the pipes.
That was wild, man.
And then shit starts to jump off.
Yeah.
So by the time you got to that spot, I was like, man, hurry up. But then when it gets to that spot, it starts rocking. You could damn near
be still at the concession stand and not miss nothing until you walk in and it's right on that
But when it gets to that spot, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it didn't stop.
It's rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
And then she's running from one gator and then realizes it's two.
Yeah.
And then so, it's basically she has to survive the day. They're trying to keep getting out of there. Shit happens. People are at the store getting fucking mauled by gators. It's like these ravenous gators everywhere.
That shit was wild.
The gators were all on roids.
Jump was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first jump was wild.
Yeah, they had a couple of good jumps. There were some great action scenes, some great gator kills. Then they end up, surviving the day and getting rescue. I thought it was a solid effort. I definitely do. It's nothing that you haven't seen before, I mean, Lake Placid, Piranha, whatever you want to keep naming movies, creature features like this. But it was a good effort. They did it well. They had some great action scenes. I don't know, I forgot what I was saying.
I like movies like that. I like movies like Meg and Anaconda.
Yeah, me too. I'm big on the animal horror because I was kind of thinking like, cause when I was seeing the previews, I'm like, man, how one gator, if it's not like Lake Placid, just gonna rip up the whole scene like that? But then what was crazy, like you said, it was two gators under there, but it was one scene when she was stuck like in the bottom of the house and she was trying to signal to people at the store that was still in the ATM.
Yeah.
And you realize it's a lake full of fucking gators.
Yeah.
That kill scene to me was...
The kills were dope.
Hey, that kill scene to me was like, oh shit. Because when the girl was on the boat and the dude got taken underwater and the gator like come on the boat and just like eat this woman in half.
The kills were dope.
The kills was like real vicious, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. They really did a good job of like... It was finally a movie to where, okay, the gator got him. It wasn't like, oh, we getting away from this gator. Nah, man. Once that gator got you, it shows you like you're not getting away from that shit. Yeah,
the kills were dope. The action was good.
Yeah.
The only parts that like, so I thought it was a great movie. I gave it a solid like C+, B.
So you say paper cut?
I gave it stitches.
Stitches.
I gave it a solid effort, CB. worth it. I wasn't pissed
I
off
gotta
when I
say
left.
lost to them because they was losing like everybody was getting their shit talked.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a beat.
I like that damn.
But the thing I didn't like about it though is like the parts that they try to make it like. I hate fake feelings in a movie, and they're like, so they just get away from this gator, and then the dad's like, so me and your mom, we just never could work it out, and like to me, what? Like, first of all, I don't care about your relationship.
But a lot of times that shit's forced in it, dude.
Yeah, it's forced.
Yeah, it's and I think what
you wouldn't be thinking about that right now.
Yeah, it's like
you'd be like, where's this fucking gator?
I think what they try to do is like when directors do that to me in movies like that, they try to take you away from something that's about to happen, because you kind of get like,
like
then bam, here come a gator snap or some shit. Yeah. Cause like, why the fuck do we care about
in your
shit?
life? You just be thinking, how can I get some gator pussy?
He's like, how the hell we just sell the damn house? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, it didn't come up the market. We not here for that.
No,
we
got
not
two
in real
things.
estate.
We got a gator in the house. We got 3 options. We can run from it. We can kill it. We can fuck it.
No shit.
What we gonna do?
I definitely say fuck it.
I don't know.
I bet a gator would be fucking wild.
Oh, yeah. They do that gator roll on your ass.
They all say you haven't lived until you had your fair share of gator pussy.
Well, old Gator Pussy McNeely back in 1643, he developed the old caca technique.
He was the third man to sign the Declaration of Independence. So, a lot of people don't know that.
All in all, Crawl was good. Solid effort from my point of view.
It's worth it, man. Go check it out.
Good action ride.
What do you give it? What'd you give it?
I said lost a limb because it was just the rating was. I say lost a limb because how people was getting killed in that. Like that one time when the guy went back to the boat and the swings was kind of moving. Oh, we have a special guest.
We have a special guest at Guts.
Oh. Shit! Please be.
Who's
Andy.
knocking at the door?
Please be Andy. Please
Who's
be
knocking
Andy.
at the door? Oh, hey, perfect. We're live on Guts. Come and have a seat. It's Andy Resurrect, our co-host.
Oh, we found
him. Just woke up from a long night of furious masturbating.
Got to slumber after that.
His shorts are still smoking, folks.
His shorts on fire. Say hi to the people, Andy.
Oh, hello.
Andy, we're talking about Crawl. Give us some shit.
What do you want to hear about Crawl? It was so damn good, actually. I'm not always a big creature feature fan, but that one surpassed my expectations.
Creature feature.
Absolutely.
You loved it. You're a big Sam Raimi guy.
Loved it. I love Sam Raimi.
Yeah. So that's Crawl. I thought it was a good effort.
Yeah.
It's nothing you haven't seen before. They did it well. I probably said that 20 times.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But I ain't gonna lie, the one kill when he killed the alligator himself, that was like, nah, they did that with
the kills were dope, dude.
Was sick, man.
It was action packed.
Because I was kind of like, how more people gonna get killed in here if it's not these 2 people? Then they had the people at the store.
Yeah.
The 2 cops. Hey, when that cop came in the house and got drugged back down, they just ate him. I was like,
I didn't think they'd both be going like that.
You're not big on creature features?
Some,
Oh, that's my shit.
Did you like Jaws?
I've always thought they're fun.
No.
What?
He shrugged at Jaws, folks. So when y'all see Andy, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Kick him
Sorry, guys.
square in the tuna button.
You know what I loved? Piranha 3D.
I like
Piranha was dope.
I like Piranha and
Did you like the
enjoyed
Meg?
Sharknado.
Did you like the Meg?
That was
Sharknado's
okay.
hilarious.
That was okay. Yeah.
I even like
The Meg was dope, man.
the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
Snakes on the
Things
plane.
on plane.
No, Deep Blue Sea.
These motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Yeah.
Kent's gonna get pissed later because I yelled in the fucking thing.
But it's like
It's the worst.
It's like
so
what?
bad.
I was about to say, I'm surprised Samuel Jackson wasn't in this damn movie.
Yeah.
Nephews. Oh yeah, they're acting up back there.
Yeah.
We just came from a live ass show. If y'all didn't see it, check the snap, check everything.
Yeah.
Slump sessions.
Oh yeah, shout out to Slump Sessions.
Y'all did a hell of a show.
They put on a great
Shout
show
out to
last
our
night.
boy I Am Ghost.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ghost.
Monk Vision,
Shout out to
Curly
Monk
Sue,
Vision, Curly Sue.
a Kid Quest, our boy Quest with the backpack.
We're gonna interview Space City Lords this
Yeah,
Saturday.
Space City Lords.
They're awesome.
Man, we had and we met some dope ass guys.
Oh, and y'all was at one thing. I was at another.
Slight
Shout out to
Houston.
Bruce Lee. Shout out to DJ Candlestick. Shout out to motherfucking Avant Garden. The whole my homeboy Duke. everybody at Waves on Westheimer, everybody at Chop Not Slot the Chop Stars.
Oh yeah.
We had a fucking killer time last night too. So
okay.
Shout out all the people in the world.
Shout out all the people in the world. So that brings us to Shoes of the Week.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with a random selection pick that really just popped up on my screen. People been really just like raving and craving and doing all these other things. This ain't no Vision Shoes of the Week. Shout out to Active Athlete Harm Clark, Active Athlete off of Cullen. Nice kicks in Austin off the drag.
Man, when they gonna come off the bullshit, man? I'm sick of this goddamn shouting out with no fucking response.
And the arena.
I got my
The arena always give us the best response. 4802 Washington, buy, sell, and trade at the arena.
Sick of this shit.
Badass store. But man, we gonna check these out, man. They actually they really came out yesterday.
Let me check them out, bro.
What's so wild?
Oh yeah,
that's clean.
Clean
What's
as
so wild? And they raving
witch's titty.
They raving over the cleanness of them.
You see that?
Clean as a witch's titty.
Yeah. Them lines and shit.
So
that's the ones I like.
It's the
they're the 3s or the 7s.
Oh, this is all the 6s.
That's what I meant.
So it's the Air Jordan 6 PSG.
That shit.
It comes covered in a simple color scheme of iron gray. Man, you know what? I be looking for colors like that. You never can find them. Yeah. Iron gray, infrared 23, a black and iron black particular adorned to the Nubuck construction. While it pops off the infrared, are prominent on a lace lock branding in the tongue Paname. Tag stitch under each heel. Other finishing details consist of the PSG medallion on the back of the heel along with Paris and 75 print on the lace locks. Man, these was going for shit. It's going for $225, man. The 6s are not slept on, but they don't give as much credit to the 6s.
Slept on.
And it's like the 6s are dope as hell because of I like the tongue, the 2 holes in the tongue, and it look like a fender on the back of the shoe. But the design of these, that charcoal gray and black, is fucking crazy, man. The detail on these are sick.
That's why you get those, man.
Man, right? They was going for $225, but I see on Kicks on Fire, they already like $320.
Yeah, y'all don't have the best shoe sizes.
Man, I know, man. It's hard, like especially Space Viking, man.
Yeah.
But these shoes here, man, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they came out in stores or if you had to go online to get them. But the 6s are bad as hell. If you can look them up, they Air Jordan 6 PSG. A dope ass shoe, $225. That's when that range start getting to where like it's worth it, and the resale could be. Anytime you get a shoe like this, the resale is always gonna be above. And I don't know how long you hold on to these before you sell them. I know they got a sneaker summit coming up, so I'm pretty sure if you grabbed you a few pair of these, I know you definitely could resell them. You find them. Yeah, these are badass.
Anybody's gonna want those, man. You could flip those.
Yeah, because 6s are like. Really, you want to say when Jordan was, 90, what they say, 91? I think he won his first championship in them. Wow. I want to say, in the 6s.
So when did Jordan start playing? I know this is a little off
83.
So 83, 84, 85.
So the ones that everybody liked, that's the first pay he had.
Motherfucker was in the league for 8 years before he won a championship.
Oh yeah, he was shit. He had to go through Detroit and all them boys, Boston Celtics and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know that.
But Tinker Hatfield definitely has something to do with these, like you say. That boy's a beast.
College, 1981 man. Through 1984. NBA draft, he started 1984.
1984. And what's crazy about Jordan coming into the league, a lot of people knew he was going to be a beast because they showed a game of him playing against NBA players. It's like Olympic college team playing against NBA players, and everybody was like, Jordan killed them boys. And they showed that game one day on ESPN Classic, killed them. His shoes are always a go-to for us, man. I love Jordans, man.
And definitely with that color scheme.
The color scheme is fucking nuts, man. It's a perfect color scheme. I love it. I dig it. $225 is not too bad. So
shit.
Or I guess lack of color scheme.
Either that or get you like 300 pair of Pro Wings figure that out.
Oh, you can get. That's what I'm saying. You get 2 hookers for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, and they might
We'll have to call that a double up.
and they'll call you a Jordan, but you only got 5 inches.
So that brings us to fuckery.
With space fighting. Shout out to our boy the Taco Plug too, man. Appreciate you for coming out last night.
I love tacos.
So my fuckery pick this week is butt crack.
Yes.
You can see my little rant about it on our Instagram channel. Butt crack.
It really is a work of art.
Butt crack is the classic tale of a guy who keeps trying to propose to his girlfriend, but his roommate keeps walking around with his ass out.
Hey.
And
Genius.
it keeps getting in the way, and he's annoying as fuck. And he keeps like dancing, like he says, "I hear the music and I just gotta dance," and he's like, "Turn the milk and make it better. Turn the milk." And then it basically makes his girl puke all over the place, so it cock blocks him majorly. So then he's annoyed. His roommate comes in. He goes to take a bath. His roommate comes in and accidentally kills him. He drops the radio in the bathtub. Well, the guy's sister that died is a witch, and she put a spell and a curse on everybody. And so her brother keeps coming back from the dead, and they keep having to re-kill him. And it's fucking hilarious. And they keep having to re-kill him. And I feel like y'all are watching me right now.
Yeah.
80s movie, right?
Yeah, we're watching.
Yeah, Trauma. It came out, I don't know when.
Oh, it's Trauma.
It's had some actors in it. Trauma movie.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, but it's fucking hilarious.
I remember when you didn't know about Trauma.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You opened but
That's
Trauma
the world.
is meant for me.
They've got their own universe.
Trauma
man.
is meant for
They're
me.
awesome.
I want to go to Traumaville. Hey, so during the Cannes Film Festival, because they won't let Trauma movies in them, Trauma sets up their own film festival right across the street while that's
man.
going on, and it pisses everybody off.
That's so cool.
Great.
We got to go to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all check out Butt Crack. Go to our Instagram and check out my fuckery rant on it. Butt Crack's hilarious. And that's it for
Fuckery. Now, so since he's showing up late, you gotta give it to him. It's
Random. He's random with Andy. He's random walking down the fucking street. Woo! It's random. He's Andy. Random with Andy. Holy
Oh man, I came late, so I'm not prepared. But I stole their juice.
Wait, you prepared?
Stole their juice, yo. I stole their juice. I stole some of their juice. That's what my. That's
You
it.
prepared
That's
for
my
the
whole
random
random.
with Andy's?
I mentally get a few notes and then
So what's the random with Andy? You stole their juice?
Yeah, I stole y'all juice.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's random. He's Andy. He's random with Andy. Random fucking down the fucking street. Woo! It's random. Let's just make noises this whole podcast.
Yeah.
I got a new segment I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start doing life hacks.
Okay.
Low-key as-
Life hacks.
So this is life hacks with low.
Well, hold on. We gotta get a. Yeah. Life hacks. Ha. Life hacks. Whoa. Ha. Life hacks. Whoa. Ha. Life hacks. Whoa. Ha. Whoa. Ha. Life hacks.
Fireworks.
With low-key as me.
This is life hacks with low-key as me. And here's a life hack for you. If you need new tires on your vehicle, don't go buy used tires. You go to Enterprise or any rental car place. You rent the car that has the same tires as your car. Switch the tires.
Wow.
Bring it back. Best $39 you ever fucking spent. There you go. Life hacks.
Hey.
Life hacks. Ha. Ha. Life hacks. Ha. Whoa. Life hacks. Ha. Whoa. Life hacks.
Low key is
Fireworks.
When life tries to attack, don't take it in the back. Hit it with a life hack.
He's got bars.
I'm fucking
All right.
made for this.
Hey man, I'm Zayno Division.
So now we give you all the interview with Drew Marvick.
Yes, and Pool Party Massacre.
Yeah, shout out to that homie Drew. Shout out to Brawlin' Bo Cooper.
Yeah.
Because I kind of found him on his page.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to Bobo's the Beast. And shout out to all them fam at Trick or Treat Studios. Shout out to everybody. We love y'all. Thank you for rocking with Guts.
Zeno the Vigi.
Boy Space Viking.
Low key as me.
I'm Andy.
Oh yeah, we made the Chronicle.
Oh
Check
yeah,
us
we
out.
did
Hey,
that.
we gotta talk about this,
Yeah.
and I'll edit it back in the middle.
Yeah,
Hey,
bring it back.
Yeah,
Real
shout
fresh,
out to the fam.
Hannibal, man.
Yeah, our boy Hannibal, man. Camilo Hannibal, freelance journalist. Camilo Hannibal
Yeah,
Smith.
appreciate you, my
He
brother.
put us in the Chronicle, man.
Yes, man. He looked,
And
There's
that
only
is
ass
so
goons,
cool.
man. Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
The Houston Chronicle, not just the website. This motherfucker was
We in
on
paper,
print,
man.
Paper.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
look us up
fucking cool.
online. You could have bought the paper on Friday. Spent
Yeah.
$2 instead of getting McDonald's. You little fat
Yeah.
fucks.
So you don't know what that means. That means y'all need to come chill with us before we get too big for y'all. That's
Ooh,
all I gotta
once
say
you
about
see
that.
that blue
Before we
check,
get too big, if you have
Might be
my
too
number,
late. Might be too late.
you might have to lose it and
No
get my
shit.
publicist
Ooh.
number.
ooh, when you see the
wow.
blue check,
I'm
Yeah,
living on a
who
different
is?
plane these days, fuckers. And I don't know if I have time for anyone. I might be able to video. Sorry about that. So
Yeah, I'm answering all my phone calls now. Like Houston Chronicle, who this?
and I think we need to take this opportunity to talk about the live podcast, Guts podcast event
yeah.
coming in
Oh, yeah.
August 9th.
August 9th at the Avant Garden, 411 West Time.
Tell them what's gonna be there.
We're going to have special guests. We're going to have a Scream Queen and
Wait.
Andy's favorite, a popcorn
A
machine.
popcorn machine.
Yeah, Screen Queen contest trivia. And
Trivia.
We're going to be screening Return to the Living Dead.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's
be
going
there.
down.
Yeah.
August 9th, Avant Garden. Get your tits out.
Let's do
It's
that.
raw
shit.
power.
Wear something tight.
And
Or something tight.
This is a perfect opportunity for you to really realize what we just said before. If you're going to talk to me at this event, come correct because we was in
Yes.
the Chronicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're famous now.
Fucking
That's
famous,
pretty cool.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woke up like that.
Speaking of which, is there anyone out there who can loan me like $10? I just need 10.
Just 10.
20's better, but 10's
20's
Get
better.
some Popeyes.
Yeah, I need a 2-piece. So
Oh, look at this.
We
one.
famous but broke.
Yeah.
So you can,
It's not guaranteed. Money's not guaranteed. with
no,
that.
I mean,
but at least people like what we're doing. Hey, we appreciate everyone who fucks with this podcast. We fuck with y'all
Yeah,
too.
appreciate y'all so much.
Follow us on
man.
Instagram. We will follow you back because we really like that.
Yes.
And shout out to everyone. Much love. Shout out to the boy Camilo Hannibal Smith for putting us in the Chronicle. We love you, man. We love you, Drew Marvick. Sorry.
Best kisses for you.
Yeah, we love you, Bo Cooper. We love you, Anthony Austin. We love you, Jeffrey Reddick. We love
Cut it
you.
out, man.
yeah, and that's
That's a lip fest.
Hold on, I want to replay this later and furiously masturbate to it. Okay? Is that weird?
No.
that being
That's why
said,
I was late.
That being said,
Zeno the Vigi.
It's your boy Space Viking.
low key as me,
And I'm still Andy.
and we'll see y'all later. Here
See
it
you
is.
later. Okay, hey.
Hey, what's up, Drew?
What's up?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, I had to Google what a Devil's Three-Way was.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good. Then my work is done.
Yeah, so I want to thank you for that.
No shit.
In Texas, we just call that a train. I don't know what that is out in Vegas.
It's just
anyways,
it's just a Friday night in Vegas.
Thanks for
Dirty Sanchez.
Dirty Sanchez. We got the kids and we're learning a lot through
Yeah.
Pool Party Massacre.
Oh shit, we watching it right now, man.
What they call my Uncle Earl.
It's an educational film.
Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, so thanks for letting us call you, man. We really dig Pool Party Massacre. I thought it was so cool that you had the idea of the killer, like you get to see all his weapons, and then he fucks someone up with something.
We was trying to pick which weapon to choose
And
after
then-
screaming it and shit.
Yeah, and then he comes back and he, picks the other weapon with. Where did that idea come from? And so you wrote and directed the whole thing, right?
I did, yes. Yeah, and dude, that's awesome that you guys dug that. I didn't know. I mean, I'll start with where the idea came from. The idea came from actually just from growing up. My dad had a pegboard of tools just like that with every tool outlined. His wasn't quite as random as that one was because I couldn't afford to fill the whole. He didn't have a weed whacker on his, but he did have. It was literally that. Like everyone was outlined, and if I borrowed a tool to go try to build a skate ramp, when he would get home, he would know it wasn't there, and he would yell out the front door for me, and I'd come running up. He'd be like, "Where's my hammer?" I'm like, "Oh crap," So I have all these memories of that pegboard, so that's where the idea came from. And then I just thought it was kind of funny to have him like replace the tools and pick a new tool for each murder. And I couldn't think of anyone else that had done that before. And I make things that I think are going to be funny, and I hope that other people have a similar sense of humor. So I just thought that was
that shit was hilarious,
kind of funny,
man.
When you're creating something, do you ever get worried that some people aren't going to get it or something like that when you go with obscure, like, kind of niche things like that?
I just assume that no one's gonna get it. Like that's like from day one making Pool Party. I joked with the cast and the crew. I was like, "Look, thank you for helping me. I sincerely apologize that we're making a movie that I'm the only person that's gonna enjoy watching, but just bear with me and let's try to have fun." And they would laugh and go, "Please, really, like." Other people are going to want to watch this, right? And I said, probably not, but let's make it anyways and find out.
So did you write the whole script and everything? Because it was fucking hilarious, man.
I did, yeah. Yeah, thanks, man.
So how old, I guess, were you when you got the horror bug, so to speak?
I mean, I've had it for a long time. My mom was into classic horror movies, and so growing up, she would be watching. I mean, she wasn't like us, like she didn't wear horror movie T-shirts and stuff like that, but she really appreciated Hitchcock and like really old classic Universal Monsters stuff. And then throughout the late 70s, like Rosemary's Baby and The Omen, like were movies that were in my house, and they didn't really censor much. Like we had a wall of, my mom would rent movies from the local video store and record them onto blank tapes because she didn't want to pay to keep them for more than a night. That she'd go rent 9 movies and be up all night and record every single one of them and return them first thing in the morning to save money. And then we'd have a whole week to watch them until the next week when she went. So, and they just lived on a wall in our house, and she didn't really care what I watched necessarily. And she would put them in the most random ways too. Like she would pair, because you could fit a couple movies on each VHS. So there wouldn't be necessarily a horror VHS. She would just look at who was in the movies. So she might be like, "Oh, Kevin Bacon's in Nightmare on Elm Street and in Footloose. This is the Kevin Bacon tape." And she would it'd be 3 Kevin Bacon movies that were just should never be paired together. So sometimes I would just accidentally find them as a kid. Like Footloose would end and Nightmare on Elm Street would start. And I'm like, "What's this?"
Just fuck your head up.
Yeah, totally. And it did. And then it just stuck. Like I have friends that reach out to me on Facebook from my childhood sometimes, and when they see what I do now, and they laugh and they send messages like, "Man, I should have known at your 11th birthday party you had a Nightmare on Elm Street slumber party that this was probably what would happen to you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense."
Oh shit, man.
Dude, that's so interesting. I had a similar, my mom loved all the fucked up movies, and Rosemary's Baby, that was like her go-to. And we would watch, my mom, like the more fucked up movies that there are, like we watched this one called Boxing Helena. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Dude, I saw that movie in the bed with my mom when I was like 11 years old. It was so fucking awkward, man. So I think
I could see that.
Yeah, I think there's something to that. Like I grew up, I don't know, maybe you grew up the same way, but I always watched horror with my family. It wasn't like a big deal. You know what I mean? Like we went and saw Jason in the theater when we were like 6 and 7. I don't know. It was kind of like fun family times.
That's awesome. Yeah, we didn't get to do that. Like, we went to the movies a lot, but they weren't into the new stuff. That was silly. Like my dad just thought that was silly. So I didn't get to. I'd have to go sneak in with my friends, which fortunately wasn't that hard to do in my neighborhood. So we got to do a lot of that. But yeah, no, my dad just took me to see Rambo and Die Hard and other rad action movies all the time.
Hey, that location, man, we was digging that location of the spot. So are you you in California, or did you that's where you from?
I'm from California, but I actually live in Vegas,
Okay.
and we shot the whole movie in Vegas.
Nice, dope ass spot, man.
Well, yeah, why do you live in Vegas?
Yeah, that's a super good question.
Seems like a terrible idea.
No, I actually love it here. I moved here to go to college, is why I moved here.
Ah.
I went to UNLV, and then
Running
just
Rebels.
that's right, running Reb, and then I just stuck around because it kind of grew. It took 4 years for it to grow on me. I hated it for 3.5 years of college, and then right around the time I graduated, it started to grow on me. Plus, moving back to where I'm from in Southern California, I mean, I'd have to have 17 jobs just to be able to afford to live. So
Yeah.
Shit.
in Vegas, I only have to have 2.
How long have you been in the movie business?
I've been in production and film for about 15 years,
Nice.
but I produce TV commercials mostly.
Okay.
So which is what I still do. I mean, I don't make a living making shit like Pool Party Massacre. I wish I could. Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because no doubt, we loved it. We thought it was. I like it when a movie. Yeah, man, it was funny as hell. The like the scene I just tagged you with the Dirty Sanchez. I had my nephews over here. I just thought it was a great time, man. What made you decide to, you know what, I'm gonna do? You know, like, I mean, what was like, okay, let's do this? What kind of clicked in your head? Was there a certain something that inspired you, or you were just, you always known your whole life you wanted to do it?
I kind of always wanted to do something with film. I didn't think it was realistic, it's funny to look back because I grew up an hour away from Hollywood, but it still felt like I was a million miles away. So I still, like, I get it where a kid in Kansas is like, well, I'll never be able to work on movies, but it's, in hindsight, it's crazy for me to have thought that, but I still thought it. Like, I was, Hollywood was an hour away and a whole other world. So I never thought it would really happen. And then it took me working on set for a living, producing commercials and working my way up. But what really made me like pull the trigger was seeing all these people that are super talented, went to film school, been working in the business forever, whether they're a cinematographer or a writer or a director or an editor or a combination of all of those things, that they're genuinely like way more talented than me, and they're all afraid to make their first movie because they don't want it to be bad, and they're so worried that people are going to judge them that they just complain constantly that they can't make a movie. And so I finally just said, fuck it, I'll make one. I'm the least talented out of this whole room, and I'm going to make the first movie. And everyone laughed. And I said, no, I'm not kidding. I'll make one this year.
Yeah.
So the cast, man.
So who's laughing now, bitch?
So we was looking at the cast, man. The main character in the movie, she was because you got, like, when you do a movie, you got to have some type of relations to, like, you either been through that, or you relate to the guy in the movie, or you relate to, like, being around the girls that was in the movie. It's what brought up those, like, characters for you.
Yeah, that chick, man, she did a great job of playing a bitch.
I know, right?
Yeah, she did, because she's nothing like that. She's like a super laid-back, almost like hippie, like a theater school graduate. Like, she's nothing like that at all.
That's so funny.
I feel bad because some people just assume that that's her.
Yeah.
She did it well, man. Yeah.
She
did it.
Farthest thing.
Yeah, she was like talking shit to her parents, and everyone was like, "Damn," you know.
Yeah, yeah, she is nothing like that at all. She's just super good at. She's a great like theater actress. This is the first time she's ever done anything in film.
What was her name?
This silly. Well, in the movie, her name's Blair, but in real life, it's Kristen McCusick.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, shout out to Kristen McCusick, man. She did a good job.
And the other chick, what's the other chick name? That was the other character.
Nancy, her best friend, that was kind of the straight character.
Yeah.
Yeah, her name's Margot. She did a really good job too. She was great actually, but she was kind of funny because she like disassociated herself with the project afterwards. Like, she got married and got pregnant and she started to overthink, in my opinion, it and thought, well, maybe I don't want to be my kid to find out that I did some weird, raunchy, crazy horror movie. So she totally, like, in a polite way, like, I still see her. She lives in my neighborhood, and we'll wave and say hi, but she doesn't come to signings, and she kind of doesn't want to do anything. She wants to.
Hey, we know for sliding in DMs. If you want us to do that for you, we got you.
Well, I mean, you can tell her, hey, my parents basically did the same thing with me, so it's no big deal, that.
Hey, tell her go ask about Deborah Voorhees shit.
Yeah, so how long did it take for the whole movie to make and create and produce and, do the editing and get the costumes and do all that kind of stuff?
Originally, we were going to try to shoot it and have it completed in a month. Like, just do it super, like, I was going to play some of the girls even, like, just as ghetto as we could do it just to get it done. Like, dude, that was the original plan. Because I started writing the script because a good friend of mine that shoots some commercial stuff for me got a new camera, and he called me and said, hey, I got a new camera if you need, blah, 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 if you're looking for one of these, and if you know anyone with a script, I want to shoot a movie on it really bad. So if you know anyone with a script would be ready to shoot in like 2 weeks, let me know, and I'll shoot it for free. And I said, I just lied to him and said, I have a script that's ready. Let's do this. And he said, what's it called? And just Pool Party Massacre just, like, vomited out of my mouth. Without any idea of the script. I was just like, Pool Party Massacre.
Fuck really yeah.
So that's what started it. And then I locked myself in the office for a week. I wrote the first draft, sent it to him, and then luckily his schedule changed, and he really liked the script. So it bought us some time, bought us a couple more months. So I got to really work with the script for a month and get it, revise it and get it better. And then from there, I want to say shooting was about 6 months, unfortunately. It shouldn't have been, but we had to shoot weekends and work around people's schedule because we had $6,000 is what we ended up spending total on the shooting budget.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was all favors, and because I do this for a living and I know what it's like and I act in a bunch of other people's projects, I didn't want to put anyone out or expect too much, if you got a job or you got an obligation, you just tell me when you can do it and I'll work around you because you're helping me. So because we did it that way, though, it took 6 months to shoot it, which is funny. Like, when you look, so we started shooting the day after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday of 2015. And in Vegas, by December, it's cold. I mean, we're in the high desert. So some of those scenes where the girls are on the couch by the pool, it was maybe 30 to 35 degrees outside.
Oh, shit.
They were freezing. They were in their bikinis freezing their tits off.
Yeah.
We would have to, like, rush in blankets and Snuggies, and we had a heater just offset. And as soon as we'd cut, like, fire up the heater, throw blankets on them, wait for their lips to, like, turn pink again because they'd go blue. And then we'd rip the blankets off and shoot another scene. But then by the time we finished the movie in June, it was 110.
Yeah,
shit.
So there's some dialogue. There's some scenes where one person's close-up was in December and the other person's was in June.
Yeah.
And it's just the way we had to do it.
What was the temperature when he jumped into the pool? Shit.
So when he actually jumped into the pool, it was about 35, 34 degrees. The pool was freezing. And then when he comes swimming up and takes off the bottoms, we shot that in June. Because it was so cold, he had a hard time, like, delivering a line swimming over to the side. So we just decided to wait. So it's actually, when he jumps in the air and hits the water, it was December. And when he comes up out of the water and swims over, it's June.
Yeah,
that guy was fucking hilarious, too. What was that actor's name?
Nick Byer.
Nick Byer. He was.
Yeah, he's a fool.
Is he? Yeah. Is he? Where did y'all find him?
I've known him for a long time. He has a twin brother, and the two of them make just batshit crazy, hilarious short films. They're actually super talented filmmakers, and they shoot and edit these little short films. They've been doing it forever, And yeah, you should follow them on their YouTube channel
I'm looking it up right now.
is amazing. It's buyerfilms.com or Buyerfilms on YouTube. But they're like the funniest, most talented, bizarre filmmakers I've ever met. So I try to put Nick in everything I do.
Yeah, his character.
Yeah, shout out to Nick Byer, man. That guy, he was one of the key parts of making the movie so funny, man. He's putting the like the suntan lotion on.
There's always a guy like that at a party. Like he come to like just test shit up, and he played that shit perfect, man.
100%. And he was the character he played. Clay is modeled after a friend of mine in real life named Clay, who was a lot like that. And he did it perfectly, but then added his own that just made it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a scene where a guy's cranking it in the bathroom and then someone's getting killed at the same time.
Yeah. And that wasn't even the way I wrote it in the script. It didn't happen simultaneously. And then as we were shooting, that popped in my head. I'm like, oh, I think that's either going to not work at all or be really funny to have it go back and forth to the guy getting killed while I was doing it.
We was laughing when he chose his material, his pictures to pick.
He told one of them, which one of y'all is going to be my visual assistant?
Yeah.
He said Vlad looked like a dude on that picture. I was like, what the hell?
Well, that's actually a picture of me when I was 16.
I was like,
So I just thought that was funny. My parents have that picture framed, and so I was like, I gotta work this into the movie somehow. This picture of me with long hair. So I just threw it on that wall and wrote that line. I thought it was So I was like, some people think it's the chick that looks like a dude. Some people think it's a dude that looks like a chick. Some people who know me will know it's me. And figured anyway it works. So.
I got to tell you, Drew, a masturbation scene and a kill scene all at once speaks to my heart.
Does it?
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I've had people in interviews tell me the exact opposite too. And I was like, really? Like that seems like that's when you're as a dude. That's when you're the most vulnerable.
I think that's I appreciated the movie, man, because I have that same fucked up sense of humor. You know what I mean? And so I really dug the movie. I really appreciate, someone coming out with, no money to make it, just, working around their work schedule and doing what they got to do for the, for horror, man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. That's kind of what we're doing here, man.
Hey, Drew. So coming up, I know you say you threw your Freddy party at 11, the slumber party. Who was your favorite horror genre or character growing up?
Growing up as Freddy for sure. I saved money for months to buy my first Freddy glove from Spencer Gifts when I was in 6th grade.
Spencer Gifts.
You should have stole it.
Dude, I know I should have in hindsight, but they kept that shit under wraps, I think, back then. And it was in a big giant blister pack too.
Hell yeah. Freddy's the man, dude.
My mom would pay me $2 for vacuuming the stairs. And I just remember vacuuming the stairs every day until she realized that they didn't need to be vacuumed every single day. She's like, this is too much. I'm not going to give you $2 every day to vacuum the stairs. But yeah, it was $30, I think, for that. I still have it, the one from 6th grade.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
And so I would wear it to school. I would wear it around. I would try to ride my BMX bike with that stupid thing on.
Which is your favorite Freddy movie?
It's always been Dream Warriors for me.
Yeah, dude.
Forever and ever.
That's the shit, man.
Yeah, bro. That is Dream Warriors. That's our shit too, man. We love Dream Warriors, man.
It's just so good.
Kincaid, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just something about the not to make it about me hour, but so there I was. But I was in a bunch of institutions growing up, man. So I always dug that vibe of the kids versus the adults. The adults aren't believing the kids, and the kids are, fighting with the staff. And how do you? The dope thing about Freddy was how do you not go to sleep?
Yeah, no shit. Everybody got to go to sleep.
Everybody got to sleep.
You can't escape. It doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to be in the middle of the woods. You don't have to be in the middle of the ocean or a scary place. You could be sitting in your desk at school or in a hospital with a guard outside your door. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
And I watched that shit, man. My sister got rented that when I was like 5 or 6 years old. So I didn't have nothing to bring to show and tell. So I told him I watched Freddie. Man, you should have saw like the reactions of like the teacher's face. But she was like, "What you mean?" I said, "Well, I saw Nightmare on Elm Street this weekend." And she was just like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
Like right now, if I would have sold that happen right now, they'd probably be calling parents and shit, man. That let you know the 80s from the 2000s are different, man.
So I wanted to ask you about the editing. Do you edit those movies? Did you edit this movie?
I don't. Like I sit in the edit, and pick the cuts and try to, put my stamp on it. But I don't actually hit the keys.
Yeah.
In this case, my cinematographer Brian Mills edited it.
I never understood why anybody would ever want to be an editor. It seems like the most aggravating, horrible job that anyone would ever want to do. I don't get it.
It's tedious, but it's also like one of the most powerful jobs.
Yeah, I know.
In the process,
it breaks the movie though.
Yeah,
it totally does. And if you have a really good editor, like they'll bring things to you that you didn't even know. Like they'll find a delivery of a line that maybe was after a take of something else, or a word that someone said, but like you didn't cut right when the take was done, and the two people started talking about something else, but the way they said something just fits in a different part of a movie. It's like a good editor will just find these things that you didn't even know existed, or move things around
just the
to
time,
create.
The time in it is ridiculous. Because I edit this podcast, and it takes me probably about an hour and a half each episode to get it sounding really as good as it can be. But I hear these guys doing edits for 6 months, 2 years, and I'm like, what the fuck? How do you not get tired? Like, how do you not lose the passion of looking at the same thing over and over again? How long did the edit take on this?
I would say we were editing for about 3 months.
See, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I mean between post sound, because it was a different friend of mine that was doing the sound mix too. So we had to lock picture and then get it to him so that he could mix all the dialogue and add sound effects and Foley sounds and and anything else that we had to throw in there, and then mute, and then the score and the soundtrack and all that. So it was easily 3 months.
So Drew, we want to know like what's coming up next for you, what's in your plans?
Yeah, give us some more good shit to watch.
Well, I can't guarantee I'll give you good shit to watch, but I can guarantee I'll give you something to watch, and hopefully it's good. We'll see. But
what we coming? October, huh?
I got a bunch of shit going on. I'm contributing a couple shorts to some anthologies. I'm just about to wrap up a short for a Halloween themed anthology called 1031.
Hey,
where's
I don't know if you guys saw the first one. But
where's that going to be?
So it'll be they made one I think about a year ago called 1031, and it came out on DVD and Blu-ray.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one yet. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna check it out. Hell
yeah! It
It
got some good love, but it didn't get a very wide release. Like I don't think it was ever available digitally, but people really liked it, and it got some good attention. And so they're making it based on that. They're making a second one, and they asked me to contribute a short to that. So that's supposed to come out, get released in Halloween, since it's a Halloween
hell yeah! Where can
anthology.
Where can I go get it at?
It's a good question, because I'm just delivering my short to this guy Rocky Gray, who's producing the whole thing, and he produced the first one as well. So he's putting it all together. And I know the first one was through Scream Team Releasing, which is this cat Justin, who made the movie The Barn.
Okay.
And so he has a distribution company, and he put out the first one, but I'm not sure if he's putting out the second one or not. I don't know. Like I'm separate from the distribution side of that. I just made my wacky short, and I'm sending it over. And
yeah, we just pulled up 1031 trailer right now.
It's the number 10 and the number 31, right?
It is, yeah, 10/31, like you're writing the date.
Hell yeah!
Hey Drew, do you go to horror nights and in Hollywood, Los Angeles?
Yeah, every year.
We'll be there, man. We coming this year.
Are you?
Hell
Is this your first year going?
First year.
Oh, dude, it's gonna blow your mind.
Maybe you could have a short, man. Austin could be in one of your shorts, man.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I want to come. Where are you guys? Houston?
Yeah, we're Houston.
I want to come sit in that room and shoot the shit with you guys.
Yeah, bro. Hey, real talk, we would love that shit, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
If I'm ever near Houston, that's the first call I'm gonna make.
Yeah, no doubt. Always open. We love hanging out with like real creative people, and
We'll get you some Timmy Chans.
and funny. Oh yeah, yeah. We got to take you to Timmy Chan's. We got to. Yeah, we got to.
Some Frenchies.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to Texas Frightmare in Dallas?
Yeah, we went for the first year. It's a funny story. We went. So like we're down here in Houston, and man, we didn't know. We started this podcast to kind of like to really kind of meet people like you and just more people like us. Because we didn't know too many people like us down here. You know what I mean? There's a horror community, but it's not. There's I can't think of anything big or we didn't really know of anything, and we went to the fucking movies one night.
The house that Jack built.
And to watch the house that Jack built, and fucking Joe Bob Briggs was there, and he was like, "Hey, y'all need to go," and we're like, "Hey, what's up? We're a podcast. We're starting out. We don't know what we're doing. Blah blah blah." And he's like,
he was super nice about everything.
He was so cool, and he said, "Y'all go to Texas Frightmare," and we were like, "What the hell is that?" I mean, we didn't even know, and so we showed up, and it blew our minds, man.
It was dope, man.
And we met a bunch of really cool people, and so we were like, people are telling us, no, you guys got to get to Halloween Horror Nights. So we're gonna go this year for Halloween. We're gonna be out in LA.
We'll be out there from the 30th to the 3rd.
Yeah, and
to the 3rd. Okay.
Yeah, we can't wait, man. But yeah, it was Frightmare was dope. But we met a bunch of cool cats. I think a cat that you're friends with, my boy Bo Cooper.
Yeah, Bo.
Yeah, Bo.
Awesome.
Yeah, Bo's cool as shit, man. We had him on the show, and just it's been awesome, like meeting more people like us that dig the same shit we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best thing about doing this podcast, man. It's just, I mean, we're in the horror and in the podcasting and into shit like this, but this whole different world kind of like unfolds in front of us, where we're meeting all these cool people, getting invites to these, not only this cool shit that just things that we never even heard of.
Yeah.
And it's been going on around us. It's like you got the keys to the fucking castle now.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
Totally.
Hey Drew, we really
appreciate
loved
you, man.
Pool Party Massacre, man, and everyone who's listening at home, man, go check this movie out. It's hilarious. It's got some dope kills. We really appreciate indie horror makers and
Drew,
doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for your time, bro.
Tell the audience where they can find you at also.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you can find the movie at poolpartymassacre.com. Luckily, Pool Party Massacre wasn't taken on anything, so
That's
every
weird.
social media at Pool Party Massacre.
That's really weird.
Pool Party Massacre. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
You got
Yeah,
really lucky
seriously.
It was meant
And
to be.
thank you for the kind words. Like, I'm digging what you guys are doing. Like, I laughed my fucking ass off hearing you say, like, talking about Hereditary, saying where I come from, like, Grandpa's pulling his dick out all the time. Like, shit like that just made me, like, I lost it. I totally lost it. So, I want to know someday, like, where Pool Party would, where it fits on, like, the G.U.T.S 5 factors.
Hey, yeah.
We got you.
We got you, fam. That's a bet.
All right, good. I want to know. Not that I expect it to even necessarily be too good, but I just need to know.
Yeah,
I feel like a couple.
We're gonna do a review for you soon, man.
Yeah,
There's some good kills, and I tried to keep off the rip. I was like, we got to kill a hot chick.
right off the rip. Yeah,
And trust me, you started off at the pool with a chick. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was like one of the rules. So when I heard that as a 5-factor, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna get along really well.
Yeah, for sure. And well, the funny part though is like the dude's got his fucking headphones in.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
He's not even listening.
And she's like, yeah, and she's all hot, and she's trying to like, yo, I got this ice out, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, he just walks the fuck off, and she's like, pussy, and then boom, fucking murked.
Yeah, that was her, and that's her husband in real life too.
No shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah, bro, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
and
thank you so much, Drew, for coming on.
Yeah,
man.
thanks for your time.
No problem.
Sorry we were late per usual.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, please keep making more fun stuff for us to watch.
Yes.
Because
I will. There's gonna be news about Pool Party 2 coming soon. I'm trying to get some things together and dot some I's and cross some T's. But hopefully before the end of the year, we'll be shooting part 2.
Yes. Hell yeah. And we're going to be on the lookout for 1031 part 2.
Yeah, 1031 part 2. It should be out on Halloween.
And
Perfect.
Oh shit, we're down. We'll be out there, so we'll link up probably. That'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Rad. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for making your art for us to enjoy and
we got
watch
the fact that's
30
coming for
times
you,
in a
man.
row.
Yeah, you guys keep up the good work.
All right, brother.
All right.
Thanks so much again, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
Appreciate that, Drew.
Sounds good.
All right, bye-bye.
Take it easy.
Later.